Hi Resonators, welcome to Tammyosity. I'm Tammy, and in today's video I'm going to make a skull using alcohol ink, and I'm hoping to create what looks like a brain. So I've already put down this first layer of resin and it's been sitting for about 20 minutes. And now I'm coming in with the alcohol ink. I'm using a dark red, and then I'll be using a sinker white, and I'm hoping to get that petri dish effect so that it kind of looks like a brain. The first time I used this mold, I did the first layer because I wanted to do the brain, but then I poured the rest of it all at once and it flash cured. And then someone told me that with this mold, it always flash cures. Even if you use a casting resin. I didn't use a casting resin. I thought that was the problem. So this time I just did the whole skull mold in layers to avoid that flash cure. And I happen to have some leftover resin, so I'm doing this puffy heart also. So you get a bonus in this video. With the heart, I didn't really want a Halloween look. I still wanted to use red. I like red for the heart, and I like a color combination of red and purple, so that's what I'm doing here. I want to make sure that this first layer is very saturated with the color of the alcohol ink. So I'm just putting down a lot of alcohol ink with the sinker white to create this very heavy petri dish effect. So I'm just taking my time, making sure that it's very saturated. Looking back now, I see why my heart turned out the way it did. It looks like I did not put enough sinker white on the red, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I demold the heart. It's more purple than red, but it turned out very pretty. For the remaining layers of the skull, I want to use the same red, but I want it to look deep and dark. I don't want it to be transparent. So I'm using this zinc to add some darkness, but I'm going to pour them separately. So I'm first going to pour the red, and I'm going to wait about 10 minutes, let that thicken up, so that when I pour the dark color in the center, it doesn't move out to the edges. I want it to stay in the center just to give it some darkness in the center so it's not transparent, but I don't want it to take over the red. The video does not include pouring all the layers because it's just the same. I do this same thing for each layer, which I think is about 5 layers, except the last layer. The last layer I did a little bit different, so we'll just skip all that because it's all the same. I thought I pressed record when I demolded the heart, and apparently I didn't hit record, so I didn't record demolding, but here it is. Look how it turned out. I mean, you can't see any of the red, but can you ask for a better petri dish technique on this? I mean, I really nailed it. It looks so good. Come on. I just love this one. I don't even know if I want to sell it. I think I want to keep it, but it's just so darn pretty. I hope I can replicate this because I just love it. I want to do this same thing in some other colors because it just turned out, I just love it. Can I say that enough? I said I love it, right? And here we have just another layer of the red, and I'm going to do that zinc colored center as well. So now we're going to jump ahead to that final layer and you get a little peek at another project I'm working on. So the final layer is clear, and I'm just going to drop in the red alcohol ink with some silver alcohol ink and just watch that take effect. So in the final layer, you'll see some clear and some red and some silver. Don't you just love to watch the alcohol ink do its thing? I love to spray it with alcohol and just watch it move, and I don't know, it's just fun. It's cool. Time to demold, which was easier than I thought it would be. And here we go. Looks like it has brains. Exactly what I wanted. It turned out really cool. I want to do another one. So I want to do another one in another color. Maybe I'll do blue, or maybe I'll do black, or maybe orange. You know, Halloween colors. And you can kind of see that there's layers, but it's not too obvious. And the edges are transparent from the red, but you can't see all the way through it because I put that zinc color in the middle. And I like that. It makes it look deep and dark. And it makes that brain stand out. This is the first one I made that flash cured. And you can see the tracks from where the bubbles went, which I think is kind of cool. It's a cool effect. I couldn't have done it on purpose if I wanted to. And this is the one I made now in layers. Not much difference. The top of it turned out in both of them. And the only really difference is that the one that did not flash cure doesn't have all those bubbles and the tracks from the bubbles. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment on which one you like the best. And especially leave a comment if you think the one that flash cured is not something that can be sold. If you think that's just a faux pas or an error and it shouldn't be sold, I think it's cool. I think I can sell it. Anyway, thank you, and I can't wait to show you my next project.